Okay, so number 6 says Cindy has a jar that contains 3 green marbles and 9 purple marbles. She randomly draws one marble and then draws another marble. What is the probability of drawing 2 purple marbles? Okay, so there's 9 out of a total. There's 3 and 9, so there's a total of 12 marbles. And 9 of them are purple. So there's a 9 out of 12 chance the first time. She randomly draws one marble and then draws another marble. Okay, so it doesn't say, oh, without replacement means she didn't put it back. So now there's only 8 purple marbles out of a total of 11. Okay, so we can reduce that. And then here, so that would be 3 times 2 is 6 over 1 times 11. So that's part A. Then part B is with replacement. So the first time it's 9 over 12. Put it back in. The second time it's still 9 over 12. So each one of these is 3/4. So that would be 3 times 3 is 9 over 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one says round. So the square root of 2, if you do that on your phone, I forget what it is. I guess if he's going to let you use a calculator on the test, I don't know. We never gave those before. But if you do it, then it would be 1.41, or what did it say to round it off to? It said to round it to the nearest, 10,000th. So that's 1.41, that's tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000. So I need to look at some different place values on there. So 4142, because there's a 1 after the 2. So that's part A. And then part B is to round 0.6 with a bar on the top to the nearest hundredth. So that's point. You can write it as many times as you need to, but if we're going to round it to the tenths, hundredths, we have to look at this. So the 6 is big enough to change it, so that becomes 0.67. Letter C is round this number to the nearest 1,000. So I don't even care what this is after the decimal. The nearest 1,000 would be here. Look at the 5. So the 5 is big enough to change the 3. It would just be 4,000. Okay, next. Number 15 says use the difference of 2 squares. So x squared equals 225. We just take the square root of x squared as x, and this is plus or minus square root of 225 is 15. X squared equals 72, so that's x equals plus or minus square root of 72, and we know that that's 36 times 2. So this becomes plus or minus the square root of 36 comes out, and the 2 stays underneath. And then the last one there is x squared is equal to 29. Well, that doesn't simplify at all. So x equals plus or minus square root of 29, and you just leave it that way. Okay, next page. Number 1. At noon, the armadillo left the wild kingdom and headed north at 3 kilometers per hour. So rate for the armadillo is 3. 2 hours later, the raccoon left the same kingdom, headed south. So they're going opposite directions. So the raccoon was going at 5 kilometers per hour, and they're 2 hours different. So the rate for the raccoon, or excuse me, not rate, time, The time for the raccoon is the time for the armadillo minus 2. And it says, at what time will the animals be 38 kilometers apart? So this is distance armadillo, distance raccoon. So the two distances added up have to be the 38. And we change that to RATA plus RRTR. And then we just plug everything in. So let's see, this is 3, can leave TA alone, plus 5 times TA minus 2 equals 38. So then 3TA plus 5TA minus 10 equals 38. So that'll be 8TA minus 10 equals 38. Is that right? Did I do that right? 8TA minus 10, so we're going to add 10. Well, that's 38, right? Three for the armadillo, 5 for the raccoon. And the raccoon has been out there 2 hours less than that, so minus 10, that's right, equals 38. It's not going to come out even. We add 10. So 8TA is equal to 48. Oh, it does come out even, silly me. So TA is equal to 6. Now what does it ask for? At what time will the animals be 38? So the armadillo's been out there 6 hours and he left at noon. So noon plus 6, it's 6 o'clock p.m. Okay, down to number 13. Okay. Remember, this is a 3, 4, 5. So A is 5. The next one, it's 5, 12, let's see, 144, 169. That's 13. 5, 12, 13. The next one, that's 6, 8, and C. But remember, we've got 3, 4, 5. This is 3 times 2. That's 4 times 2. So this one is going to be 5 times 2. So C is going to be equal to 10. And then letter D, 15, 8, and D. That's 17. 64 plus 225. Yeah, it's 17. So D is equal to 17. So A, B, and D were the ones that you just have to memorize. And then this one is just a multiple of the 3, 4, 5. Okay, next. Number 14 is a Pythagorean theorem. Oh gosh, where are we? Yeah. So it's the right angle is here. And that's 5, 11, and P. So remember, that's got to be C in the Pythagorean theorem. So 11 squared plus 5 squared equals P squared. 121 plus 25 equals P squared. So P is going to be the square root of that. So then we just have to figure out, does anything go in there that's a perfect square? 4 doesn't. Let's see, 9 doesn't. 16. 6. Nope. Of course, 25 doesn't. 36. Mm-mm. 49. No. 64. No. 81, no. So it's just going to be the square root of 146. It doesn't simplify. Okay, next. Number 15, given the points 5, -5, oops, -3, and 7, -2. Find the slope, so m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Oops, y2, oh gosh, think. That's y1, this is -3, and that's y1, that's x2, y2. So -2 minus a -3 over 7 minus 5. -2 plus 3 would be 1/2. So the slope is 1/2. That's A. Okay, then B is find the distance between those 2 points. So 5, -3, 7, -2. Just going to graph that. Okay. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's wrong. It's down one too many. It's super hard to see. 1, 2. Come on now. 2, 3. Okay, this one is 7. 7, so 6, 7, and down 2 is just right here. Come on. So if we draw the triangle, that is 2 and that's 1. And this will be C, so C squared is equal to 2 squared plus 1 squared, so C squared is equal to 5, or C is the square root of 5. I'll just make sure that that's, yep, that's 2, yeah, that's correct. Okay, number 22, divide. Yeah, you do pretty good at this. 2x cubed plus x squared minus 3x, and then it'd be 0 after that. And 2x plus 3. So we take the 2x in there. So 2x cubed divided by 2x would just simplify to x squared. And then we multiply, so that's 2x cubed plus 3x squared. Draw the line and change the signs. So that's minus 2x squared minus 3x. So minus 2x squared divided by 2x is minus x. So that would be minus 2x squared minus 3x. Draw the line, change the signs, it comes out even. So it's just x squared minus x. Okay, next. Simplify. So that first one is going to be 4 times 10 to the -4 times 10 to the 15. And then this is 6 times 10 to the -2 times 10 to the 41. And in the denominator we have 3 times 10 to the 367. And 4 times 10 to the 2 times 10 to the -21. Okay. So the 4's will cancel. Oof, that looks bad. That looks like a 4 and it's not. It's a negative 21. Negative or positive? Hold on. Yeah. Let's see. 3 goes into 6 twice. So in the numerator we have 2 times 10 to the negative 4 plus 15 is 11. 11 minus 2 is 9. And 9 plus 41 would be 50. Over 1 times 10 to the 7 and 2 is 9. Minus 21 is negative 12. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. This guy goes up here and becomes positive, so it'll be 10 to the 62. Okay. That one. We did that. We did that. Okay, next. Okay. When the battle began, there were 30% more brigantines than men of war. If there were 260 brigantines, then how many total soldiers took part? So there's 30% more brigantine than men of war. Okay, so 130% of the men of war was equal to 30% more brigantines. Okay, there were 260. So this is going to be, this will just give us the men of war. So then we'll have to add what we get here to the 260 that were brigantines to find the total. So a 0 cancels and we'll multiply by 10 over 13. 10 over 13, so 13 goes in there 20 times. So men of war would have been 200 times 10, which is 200, or excuse me, 20 times 10. And then you have to add the brigantines, which was 260, so the total would be 460. Okay, next, P minus 4 over P equals 16 over 5P minus 1/5. So the common denominator is 5P. So the P's cancel, I get 5 times P minus 4 equals 5P cancels 16 minus P, so that's 5P minus 20. And then if we add P, add 20, so that'll be 6P equals 36, and that means P is going to be equal to 6. And I'm going to cut this off and then I'll make it the next video so it's not so hard to upload.